なぞるたび傷ついても全てを背負い前に進む覚悟がある輝ける明日へ Fly away 終わらないストーリー Blaze
Welcome to Manga Talk, the manga podcast where we read a lot of manga, one volume at a time. I am Kyle, the otaku husband, and we have our new member Dyce. Hey, oh by the way, Dyce, did you do your homework? That I gave you to. Ed Tegami Bachi? Yeah, because... Alright, well, fair enough. We'll get there one day where we all are caught up. But hey guys, Blazer Drive. 2 more volumes left.
So I may have cheated a little bit. I may have read volumes of this series just because it's finally really good. So yeah, I was watching it. I've been reading it, and I was just like, oh man, like it's all coming. Stuff's crazy, good, whatnot, and yeah, I'm loving it. It's great.
Yeah, but you were only supposed to read chapters 23 to 26. Anyways, alright. Alright, before we go, guys, predictions. Yes, predictions. I know, but it's just the fun part. Just to say...
I think Daichi's going to use his sticker and create giant bolts of lightning everywhere. And I think Sora is going to be on the sidelines cheering. And I think that this Hacker Man that was introduced in the previous volume is probably hands down one of the best characters in this entire series. And it's the last we ever see him.
No, I don't think he's the... I don't think... Yeah, a little too much. Yeah, fair enough. It's all right. I like Sumiya better, but Sumiya is the better character. I feel he's the one that sticks around. If you know what I mean. All right, we're in volume 6 and chapter 23 of the entire series. The Light of Reality. Yeah, I know. Super deep. But anyways, now we see the cover of the chapter with Kyuri kind of just sitting in his room, which every otaku's room. You know, he's doing a victory pose, drinking like the jelly drink. And those things that actually that jelly drink that he's drinking, those type of drinks, they're really good. Yes, they. No, they really exist. I've had a grape one, and that's really good. It's a little it's a little weird at first because it's like you're expecting a drink, but then it comes out like, oh, it's like jelly. But it's actually strangely refreshing. I didn't really need to drink something for like a couple of hours, you know. You know. Yeah, of course, Sega. Yeah, that's happened to me before too. And you know what I mean. Sega does what Genesis don't. So I know. I know. We can't say that anymore because Sega only makes games now. But they didn't have. Yeah, no, they didn't have the money to do that. You know what I mean? They were running low on money. Even though the Dreamcast was awesome, it didn't do as well as Nintendo or PlayStation was doing. When you rely on Sonic the and those Sega and those Dreamcast games of Sonic were like considered like the last time Sonic was actually good.
I will say, Sonic was good when they started doing 3D nonsense, giving everything story and plot. It's a speedrun game. It's all it was meant to be in the first place.
That's true.
So that's a whole argument for another conversation.
Okay, okay, now yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go back to this. It starts out where we last were with all the shields that Curie made, which I love the emoji shields. Like I want those.
If hacking was like this in real life, then I'd be all about it.
Yeah, I know. And Daichi's life bar is kind of not doing so good. Yeah, I mean, and we see Daichi realizes that his bandages are all gone, like are going away too. And we find out that we know that what's his name again? What's he or she's name again? Mimito. I think it's I. Yeah, I know. I forgot this character's name. The only one I really remember is Sumiya. You know. Well, Shuga, I remember him too. But like, Sumiya and Shuga are the only memorable ones. You know, I feel. And yeah, the hacker person's like, look, I made this game myself. Like I didn't make those shield programs. What's going on here? Something doesn't seem right. Yeah, I know. This is my game, my world. He's going all Digimon Kaiser. On, he's pretty much saying like, "This is my fantasy," and like, look, he's now going to try to do another virus. He's gonna keep trying to hack no matter what's going on. And he's firing this little monster thing that he sends is firing up another attack. Yeah, yeah, it's like fires up another attack. And I do kind of like how this attack looks, though. It's kind of like blocky. Yeah, it kind of looks like something that you would see in like an Atari game. Mm. But anyways, now the emoji shields turn into emoji triangle shields to block out the blast. And all we, I don't it and he's like, no way, the shields are actually working. The fuck, man.
This can't be a bug. It's a firewall or something. And a nice shot
Uh,
his own
which Curie should be a member of the Guardians. Yeah, I mean, he'd be probably one of the most useful members.
everyone. Yeah, you can't give him a job.
Yeah, I know he's a lonely otaku. But now Daichi's still in the game. Kyuri's not doing some stuff, and Kyuri's gonna be like, and everybody's like wondering, like, everybody's thinking, like, why is he unemployed? He's too good. Yeah, he's wasting it. That's basically what they're saying. He's wasting his potential. And like the division heads, like, Kyuri, do your stuff.
Just support Daichi.
Yeah, just and then they real and
I know this kid, don't I? And then it turns out he's sitting right there next to him. You know how he didn't. Well, I was gonna say how he didn't notice him, and I remember he has really shitty eyesight.
oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he has to wear glasses that he doesn't like to wear, and he says it.
Daichi's literally drooling at the mouth. Well, it's blood, but gargling on his own blood.
Yeah, choking on it in a sense.
Yeah, and Kyori immediately interested in helping him because he remembers that he's the entire reason why he lost his Megu-chan figure in the first
Yeah,
place.
Mega-chan.
So let him die.
Yeah. He wants to I'm gonna let him die. For over a figure that costs way too much than it's actually worth. Yeah. For punch him in the face and a figure. Yeah, that's a good one. And over a figurine that's worth way it costs way more than it's actually worth.
You don't understand, Kyle. It's the super rare limited edition Megu-chan doing in the maid outfit. Like you got have it. You gotta get it.
Well, yeah, you know,
Okay, because Melon-chan whispers something in
he's
his ear,
here.
and then he does not seem thrilled about it.
No,
He immediately
I think there's going to be some torturing going on if he doesn't win. Yeah, but you know how she is.
instead of Megu-chan figure. I can see it.
Yeah, but anyways, but Tekoji is like Daichi's thinking like these shields. Like, wait a minute, is this the thing that Tekoji mentioned? But no, but all of a sudden Curie comes up on the screen. It's like, no, that's me. And like Curie's not enthusiastic at all. He's like, and Misora's just like, what the fuck did she do? And then but Curie he's not motivated to play a male character.
Oh no. You can't be a male character. You can't be a male playing a male character. That's just wrong. So
That just won't. And guess what? With the magic of the digital world, he turns Daichi into a fairy girl.
wood fairy.
A wood fairy, yes. Turns him into a wood fairy, which now he became a cute girl, which surprisingly, like his design doesn't look that bad as a girl. Yeah, his design doesn't look that bad. Yeah, I mean, but now everybody's kind of shocked and like, yeah, he is. He's kind of.
Even as a girl, I'm on.
And and Melon's kind of all excited about this too, a little too excited.
She's just excited for Kyori to do what he does.
But no, even when Daichi turned that too, but still, like when Daichi turned into a girl, she's like, look, and like she's like, look, that's awesome. You like yourself. And she's all enthusiastic about it.
Dance the dance of life. Well, she did kind of flirt with me a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Maybe there might be something more going on to Melon. You know? in a certain persuasion that starts with an L. She's probably a certain club that starts with an L. But then Kyuri gives girl Daichi um uh, flaming scissors,
You know, the mummy's one weakness, flaming scissors.
and she's and yeah, I know. And Daichi's like, oh man, this looks so stupid.
Can you give me something a little more cool?
Yeah,
Hey, it worked for Kill la Kill.
that's true. That's true. Scissors always work in Kill la Kill. Which I love that series. Yeah. Anyways, and now Kyuri's like, shut up, use these scissors, god damn it. And Daichi's like, well, alright. At least I'm cool.
At least I'm still. I can.
My coolness will make up for it. And we see Hacker Bitch is basically like my programs are flawless. This is my fantasy. You can't beat me in my own fantasy.
You just rewrite the code and like whatever weakness you thought you saw, well now it's different.
Ooh, spooky. Daichi gets wrapped up in like a ball, in like a wrapping ball. And they're like, and she's like, you know what? Your program's mom, bitch. Like, your program's mom, bitch. And now the mummy thing shoots at the ball, puts a hole in it, but Daichi mysteriously got out of it before the blast happened.
Just jumps right out. You know,
Yeah.
power of the scissors.
It's the power of the scissors. Yeah, the flames help. Which I'm surprised he just didn't burst into flames, but alright.
He's fine. It's the bandages that burst into flames.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah. I roll.
I do like that they not only are entirely about Daiju being a woman, but it's fan service. Like every Daichu's in, you're looking right up his skirt.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a little too much fan service with female Daichi. I don't know. I guess maybe somebody's into that, but well, yeah, Rama One Half was very popular. I do love Rama One Half, but you know what I mean. But we just saw it happen, and like, it's just still a little Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, technically he is,
Right. Oh yeah, right now he's technically a trap.
but he does in the real world. So technically,
Yeah, exactly. This is the digital world. I'm waiting for that Agumon to come out. But anyways, Hackabit's just like shit. Like,
chopped right in half.
and she said, I'm gonna use my this is not my true form.
My ultimate virus, my strongest one.
And the virus is shaped like Ginga, Daichi's older brother. Oh brother. Oh brother, where art thou?
Daichi's flaming scissors turn into a Mega Man arm cannon.
Which that's cool though.
Yeah. He's stunned. He can't. He doesn't know what to do. As Ginga runs up, he grabs him by the neck and starts striking.
Yeah, virus Ginga is like literally. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's basically almost the same. You know, that was a meme. Oh yeah.
Sasuke is kind of a bitch.
Yeah, yeah. I really Me and Dice were talking about this earlier while you were on League of Legends, and
Don't bring that into the internet.
and nobody knows. But we were talking about like Sasuke, even as an adult in Boruto, he's still an edgy teen, basically.
Yeah, that's literally it. He can't ever get over that.
Yeah,
I mean, hell, he lost his arm. Both him and Naruto lost their arms. Naruto decided to get his back. Sasuke chose.
to lose it.
So, yeah, like he's like this is his character. He's accepted this.
Yeah, I know. That that would have if they worked on his redemption instead of like, nope, you're redeemed.
Thank you for saving the world. Now get in jail.
I would rather accepted that he stayed in prison for like then they cut back like to like a few years later and Naruto pardons him. That would have been a better way, you know. But then now, okay, back to Blazer Drive. Yeah, this is every episode, buddy. So get used to it. Anyways,
Especially for this series. Just wait for the later chapters. I'm gonna.
we're gonna we're gonna have some fun.
But so anyway, yeah, Ginga starts choking the fuck out of Daichi.
And everybody's like, wait, that's Ginga. And Kiri's like, the fuck is Ginga?
What's a Ginga?
Yeah. And then they're like, oh my god, he's Daichi's brother. And they're like, yeah, and everybody's like, why is he in the game? And like but it's like they mentioned the thing like, oh, like every time something attacks Daichi in the game, his body actually gets damaged too, which Daichi's now showing like kind of like a bruise on his neck.
I don't like that though. Like mental damage because of it. That just never makes sense. It's magic sticker power.
Yeah,
You die in the game, you die in real life.
that, yeah, I know. I feel that is a little dumb. Just just a little. But anyways, we hear Hackabitch doing the Nelson haha and saying like, you know what? No, it's pointless. You can't do it. You can't beat your own brother. And Daichi's like,
I guess I'll beat him.
yeah, yeah. Daichi's health bar starts going down, and Virus Ginga puts out, shows a blade, makes a blade out of his hand, and then all of a sudden we see like a big slash, and Kiri's all shocked, and Daichi finally just realized that this is not Ginga.
And somehow, despite being given a Mega Man arm cannon, instead of shooting him, he just kind of shoves it through him.
Yeah, literally just punched right at him. And Daichi calls hacker bitch Hikikomori hacker bastard. And and he threatens to kick his ass in person, which that's hilarious. I'm waiting. That's funny when you actually say that to like actual internet trolls, and then like people actually do say that in real life, but nobody ever actually goes up and does it.
It would be pretty creepy if it was. Yeah, I mean, like the hacker chick says like the same reacts the same way that everyone else does, where she starts laughing and is like, "Oh, you're gonna come kick my ass? You gotta beat the game first, nerd."
Yeah, like you gotta beat this game, bitch.
Then we get to see her ultimate power, where I guess it is a he. I don't know. I think it's a she. I forget. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why like she kind of like pulls down her shirt and everything. She's got this like giant eye tattoo, and this is like her like ultimate power, where basically she's able to like input code to the world. Like she doesn't have to type anymore, so it's like super fast and whatnot. And utter nonsense.
Yeah,
uh,
but now we see the Sakume's stickers powers. Oh, her name, his or her name is Mitoni.
Tony, yeah,
Okay, Mitoni Hacker Bitch. Now like it's basically like, look at this. It's like it's all her, his or her ultimate power shows up. All these eyes kind of come out of nowhere.
this new thing, this weird ass mask, and then all the eyes, like its eyes just thing, and then it just creates a giant ball.
Of eyes. And apparently we find out Sakume's ability is invincibility. So and it consumes everything in the shadows.
And everything she can see, basically.
Yeah. And like we find out that Gen here thinks of like, wait a minute, we might be able to use this to our advantage. And Hackabetch here is like, ha ha ha, you can't beat me now.
We can't skip over the best part, where Kiori unleashes his secret power, where he pulls out a foldable, one of those like rolling, like foldable keyboard things from his backpack, and unrolls it, and it turns out that not only can he hack with his hands, but he can also
Hack with his feet. Yeah, that's the bet. That is awesome. He can type with both hands and feet. And that is fucking.
He's like two people.
He's two people in one. Just the two of us. No. But But anyways, now all these shields are around Daichi, so these eyes don't go anywhere near him. And there's like an explosion that happens. Just boom, and Hackabitch is like, "The fuck."
Everybody like everyone just hacks at such incredible speed. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. And Hackabitch's thing like, well, you know what? I got another program, so kiss my ass. And and now Kyuri's now gonna give the ability to Daichi to fly
Gives him a magical leaf surf
and wings too,
and
and fairy wings, which Daichi is now surfing. Yeah, I know. Girl Daichi is surfing the eyeballs with all the shields around her, which this does look cool. You know what? This would look better animated.
so much better in motion. So much better.
I know this would look so much better in motion. And and we see like, and then Curious finding out, oh wait, there's a pattern to this. There's no diversity in the attacks. And he's like wondering, what does this mean? And then like and then he's finding out, and we find out that he and then we find out and then we find out that like the whole thing, like there's something that on hit at Hackerbich's side is being camouflaged.
She's attacking on two fronts.
Yeah,
The game is actually a deep.
yeah, that's true. The game is actually the decoy.
Yeah.
And
Got that.
the game, Hackabitch is playing the game, is doing something else on another area too.
Game is actually going through it, finding the back ways into the mainframe to take over
The Guardian's headquarters.
There's some like long access code, and she only needs 3 more digits before she hacks into it.
Yeah, before she hacks into it completely, and like Curie noticed it, yeah, this whole thing's a decoy, you know. And Curie's ready to put on the glasses.
But oh no, they're broken.
Oh yeah, that's true. The glasses break.
Somehow, or at some point in this entire thing, his glasses are just magically broken.
Yeah, but I like Curie's glasses. I don't understand why he doesn't like them. I'd want those glasses.
They make him look like an otaku.
I want those.
The fact that you like them only proves the fact that you're an otaku.
Fair enough. And then he borrows Tekoji's glasses, which I can't believe that they're the same eyesight.
Yeah, right?
They're exactly the same. They have the same prescription.
And they also make a comment about how it's like, because like every time everything Tagoshi touches also starts vibrating, and somehow that helps him.
That helps even more. And like now we see Hackerbitch is pretty much like, this is my world, my reality. No.
How can he keep up with me? It's impossible. I'm doing this by sight. He's with his hands and feet.
Yeah, like he's basic. She, whatever, is basically Digimon Kaiser. Like, this is my reality. This is my game. Yeah, I know. Really, this person does need a therapist. Well, won't need one anymore. And then
She starts activating her ability where eyes start popping up all over her body, and but it's still not enough. As Kiori puts up like shield after shield after shield to stop the Mummy Monster's attack against Daichi.
And then we realize we cut back to Hackerbitch's lair. We see a shadowy figure come out, and it's Daichi.
In the flesh.
Yeah, right there. And then all of a sudden, then she's realizing, like, if you're here, the fuck is that? In the screen.
Their own decoy as Kiori second Daichi, and they used the Shuga's shadow
Mysticker.
black Kakata.
Yeah, Kakuten.
They because the light mysticker removes people's shadows and whatnot, so they used the shadow mysticker to counter it. So Daichi was able to find out where she was and show up.
Yeah, and and Daichi just realized, like, yeah, we could do that too. We got a hacker of our own. And like we saw, Daichi was actually using Black Kakutan, which I'm surprised it didn't kill him yet.
Yeah, right? He just does it, no side effects whatsoever.
Well, he's the ultimate blazer, as we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah. Also, I guess it's like he didn't. I guess from prolonged use of it would cause the side effect, whereas he's only using it.
Yeah, that's true. Just this one time. That I feel like because Shuga he wore it on his face constantly. Yeah, so it's like, shit. He probably over that time, yeah, he would die. And like, yeah, Daichi's like being all cool about it. It's like, you know what, your reality's fucked up, man. And even like at first, Hacker Bitch is like, don't come any closer. Don't come near. And then she's going all psycho bitch. She's going all psycho bitch. Is like, you know what? Just kidding. And now she's gonna attack Daichi in real life.
She's still been hacking this entire time because she's got the eyes all over her body. So when she like turns around, she's still looking at the screen, so she's still able to continue the whole process and everything. And Daichi has to stop her.
Yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. She has the power to hack. You know what? Daichi has the power to headbutt. That's using your noggin, literally. Now, use the cricket. Now cue the crickets. Yeah. Yeah. But now, now everybody worked together. Everything's now back to normal. All systems are green and clear. And like, I beat the game. And Curie's like, you know what? I beat the game. He's the gamer now. And it's like, and now Mitoni's now defeated. And Daichi's like, you know what? This is real life. This is my reality. And now we're seeing when Sakume gets taken off of Mitoni, we find out that she can't see anything. She goes
She just kind of fades away.
yeah. She kind of fades in the way in the anime fairy dust.
She wanted to live in her own, live in her own world, and that's essentially what happens. She just, get control.
Yep. And now it cuts back. We cuts to somebody. We're seeing this jail cell, and we see somebody saying like, "Don't leave me in the dark, sister." No. We find out. We see the businessman and Kaine.
The best character.
We see Sumiya and Kaine. Yeah, the best character. Which I feel like his character kind of, even though he is the best character, he's like one of the best characters in Your Spirit Animal. I feel like he kind of becomes Sumiya's bitch later. I'll talk about that once we get to that part.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, but, up to that point, pretty badass.
Yeah, that's true. Up to that point.
After it. But,
Yeah.
we finally get to learn Kaine's backstory.
Yeah. Or at least a version of it, in a sense.
I'm thinking about it. I don't know if they ever actually correct it. So, yeah, his entire. He's been through some shit.
Yeah, he's been through some shit, which we'll be finding out in chapter 24. the fermenting. Ooh.
See my boy playing the piano, playing a depressing tune.
Which in the cover chapter cover picture, which I do like that. It shows him playing this piano. And it looks really cool.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. And then we see Sumiya at a computer and Kaine kind of in like this like pod like thing. This pod chair. Which looks like one of those like sauna things where it's like, where your head where your head kind of pops out, but but this one they didn't finish halfway. It only saunas your butt, pretty much. Just the lower half. It's a butt sauna. Yeah, it does.
When I first saw this, my mind immediately went to if either of you guys saw Big O.
Yeah.
So sorry for you.
I remember Big O.
Sorry, Mecha's machines.
Big O. Big O. Big O. Big O.
His whole purpose is like the wiring in his fingers or whatever is too crazy, and he's able to play the piano like a pro. And he ends up being put into a bigger robot, like a big O sized robot, and his setup is like the same thing, where it's like he's got like from the waist down, he's like in the machine, and then like he uses his hands to like
The control Big O.
and yeah, well, the giant robot that he pilots.
Mm.
But yeah, when this chair reminded me of that.
Yeah, it does remind me of that. I have to rewatch Big O. I haven't seen that in so long. It is really good.
Like everything I watch, it's so good. But yeah.
Yeah, Black to Billy is a drive. We see Sumiya Sumiya and Kaine are kind of having a back and forth. They're yelling at each other a little bit. Like Kaine's like, "Why the fuck am I here?" And Sumiya's like, "You know what? You're my bitch now." And, and apparently that Kaine is kind of like the key to Daichi's secret.
Yeah, like somehow, he's somehow connected to, like, he's Sumiya wants Kaine to like finish Daichi's like awakening kind of thing, like bring out his true power kind of thing, and that he hooks him up to this machine, and he takes his fire mysticker and the ice bitch's ice sticker.
Yeah, Shoko.
They kind of he use both of them and blast Kaine with the energy from them, and that will trigger Kaine's blazer
Drive mode.
and then somehow through this process, the main goal is achieved. Like, it doesn't really explain that all too well.
But at least he got to keep Jimmy.
Yeah, they put Jimmy on him because it helps him like resist or helps him keep control or whatever.
Yeah.
Kaine starts being blasted by the energy, and then he starts having flashbacks.
Yeah, he's like ah! It's like and he's like saying like he's like help me sister, help a brother out. Yeah, which we'll find out later that yeah I know
Spoilers, yeah.
not spoilers yet, but we find out he says he's all alone, and it cuts back to him in like in this flashback where it cuts back to him being in this like hospital room, and he sees a girl that looks like his sister, and it's not his sister, and we don't know if this is really his reality or not, or these are fake memories in a sense. Yeah, I know. Yeah, pretty much. And then we see the Quinlan picture book that Daichi is holding.
Lying down and he's holding this queen's picture book, and somehow that's rolled into all this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Well, Kaine's a villain, but he's a more of a he's a tragic villain. I would say he's an antagonist, yes, but he's not the big bad. I don't think. You know what I mean? And then we find out that he's like Daichi, and Sumiya's like, yes, 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 we're doing it.
Entire process. I guess like they have his memories being displayed on a monitor or whatever. So Sumiya's watching this whole thing, and because future science
Yeah.
and future magic science, I should say. And then also apparently during this process, like this entire room, like Sumiya looks at his watch and his watch is acting all funky because time is being distorted while this is happening, which is just a thing.
That just happens. You know, in time.
But we get something that I saw it. I know like it got me the original time that I read it. Again, the second time reading through it,
Kaine.
starts freaking out because of all the things that all these memories that are going on. And he doesn't like the fact that Sumiya is like looking inside his head and everything. So he opens his mouth and fires a laser because
I've been firing my laser. Yeah.
that could be it. Yeah. He just fires this blast out. And you see, puts his hands up to like guard himself, and like from his neck, puts his arms up to block it. So from his elbows down to his hands and his entire head just completely
Vaporized at first. Yeah.
Kaine's laughing. He's all like, haha, like you see that? Like you try fucking with me, I fuck back kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then
Sumiya kind of just regenerates.
regenerates and the way it looks is pretty cool. Where it's like you see like the fire comes up and the fire like forms like a skull and then like his skin just kind of like forms back over it.
Yeah, with the flames and everything. That looks badass.
It looks pretty
And yeah, then we see kind of Ginga is still in the tube. In the healing tube. Yeah.
we do a side quest, we do a little bit of plot, then we do a flashback, then we go back to side quest.
Yeah,
Repeat kind of thing.
yeah, kind of, no, Ginga's remembering a flashback where it's just them as a little younger. Yeah, and they find out that, and then we find out some guy's after Daichi. Some guy that looks very familiar.
Oh man, it's like the main bad guy.
Yeah. It's like, you're just as foolish as your parents. And his name is Makiura. Yeah. Like, hey man, I can't do New Jersey.
It was worth it. I was gonna say it was worth an effort, I guess.
Like I could do it more of an Italian accent. Like, yeah, you're just as foolish as your parents. Like, what could a wee kid like you ever do? Huh? Huh? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, oh my god. No, he'd be Dan Green. It'd be Dan Green. So your parents. You're just as foolish as your parents. Yeah, Dan Green's awesome.
He plays a very good bad guy.
Well, actually, he does. Actually, going off topic here. He actually does do voice acting classes now. Yeah, right in New York City. Yeah. Well, most of them now, like Veronica Taylor went to L.A. You probably might. You could sign up for his class. Yeah, he has a class. Yeah, I mean, he teaches a voiceover class. Yeah. And a lot of people now, a lot of his people now have gotten jobs on like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. A lot of his students have now got jobs on like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. So, which that's Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon are the only two anime that are basically still being dubbed in New York. Hmm? What's up? Well, yeah, but still, it's that. But that's still where the main place, because it's Duart, is the studio that dubs both those shows. Which who knows? It might not be, because it might not be for the new Yu-Gi-Oh series when that decides to come out. But usually Pokemon is definitely still dubbed in New York. But yeah, the more you know. And we see like Makiura is still this guy, and Ginga are kind of like are still pretty much having their back and forth, and they're realizing they don't really need Ginga as much. And they talk about how Daichi's like this big important thing that they need. Yeah, that's right, Yug.
That's what they did do for Shinya.
Yeah, and like he's this guy's basically saying like, you know, I'm gonna find Daichi no matter what you do. So
He is the assistant to Professor Yan, which anybody remembers from Oh God, Volume
two.
he's the Professor Yan is the guy that created Mystics.
Yeah,
And, so this guy is an assistant because you know the bad guy is always the assistant.
that's true.
But yeah, there's this other guy who's like the founder of the next company, another assistant for Professor Yan.
Yeah,
After Yan passed away, then he goes off and creates the next company, which is like for all like still creating.
Mysticers.
So this guy wants to use Daichi and the Queeling Mysticers to I don't know rule the world or something.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he wants to because he thinks like the guy that went off to create the next company. He's trying to like take over the world in his own way. No. I'm going to take the god or whatever and give him all four of the magical of the mythical stickers, and through him I'm going to rule the world that way.
He's gotta be he's gotta be like the Emperor Puppet Master. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna be Emperor Puppet Master type of deal. And we see Ginga kind of waking up in here in the healing tube, and we see the guy that we saw earlier, a little older now, and he's like, well, you finally wake up, and now he's all like he's all like coughing up blood and shit, and yeah, well that too. It looks like he going ha. He's coughing him up. He's coughing up blood, and it's coming out like lightning.
I think when I saw this, I don't know if it's actually like he messed with one hand and like to the other one, and with the hand that he chest with lightning shoots out of it, like a black lightning shoots out of it. So when I saw all this, I thought like, what kind of like, is he having a heart attack and he's using jumpstart his heart again? Like,
I think that's true too.
that would be pretty interesting. That'd definitely be one way to do it.
And then we see we see Sumiya come up while he's having this coughing heart attack gasm.
I have good news.
Yeah, like I have good news. Then it cuts back to Gen and company. A little bit. But Castlevania Judgment. I think it's for the Netflix show. Oh, the Wii game.
I definitely see that. Yeah.
And we find out Gen tried to actually get Kyuri to actually join the Guardians, and like, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'll be back.
You can't bind my wings of freedom. I have to go, be free and whatnot, and down with government and whatnot.
Yeah, but he found the location to the Quinlan Realms base. So it's like, oh yeah, here, I'll give you. I have something for you. It's the Quinlan Realms base on your computer. So bye.
I'm not gonna join you, but I did your job for you. See ya.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Millen's like, yeah, he'll be back once the money I gave him is gone. He'll be back.
Yep.
He always returns. And Tekoji's like, you know what? That was a good idea. Letting him borrow my glasses.
He can anytime. He's making me feel it's great to be back in action.
And then we found out that Daichi and Misora already left for a mission.
You can't. There's no rest for these people. It's like, all right, you just had a life traumatizing event. All right, here's your next mission. Go have at it.
Yeah, and pretty much like now they're just picking up Kuroki. Like that should be too hard, right? And no, these two Blazer brothers. These two Blazer brothers. And I like on the back of their jacket it spells Kyodai. And it means brother, like sibling or brothers. And so pretty much the two brothers are Tetsuo and Tetsuji. I believe the older brother's Tetsuo and the younger Tetsuji. And they're just kind of having a back and forth that they're brothers, and they're using a mysticker that's been cut in half.
I was actually when I saw this, like I couldn't tell if the mysticker was cut in half or if it was actually just two mystickers that's how it functions. Like you can put them together and they work. Yeah, but that's what I thought it was anyway. It could just be cut in half and then they
Wonder Twin powers activate.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, they do the whole thing where the big brother is this, and the little brother. Yeah, his little brother is ridiculously huge. Things in perspective. The big brother, the small one, the sticker is on the back of his entire hand, whereas for the really jacked dude, the sticker is just. And they kind of like put their
They're stickers together.
and it's kind of ridiculous, yeah.
But it's kind of cool and ridiculous at the same time. It's got that charm that.
It's a little like, oh man, the one guy is really tiny, or the other guy is ridiculously huge. It's kind of silly.
And like now, pretty much we don't see how they were just ambushed. We don't actually see them actually getting into this fight. It already just kind of cut to battle.
Yeah, it just kind of drops you into it. They don't care about any of that other nonsense. Just like, oh yeah, they're on the mid.
Yeah, we don't care about that setup. I know, literally. This might be like the last like side mission we get before all the shit hits the fan. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they're like, and we yeah,
After they accept, and they can't return to the last save file. They can only go forward.
yep, pretty much. And Daichi just mentioned like the taiyaki we bought just got squished. God damn those brothers. Yeah, taiyaki. It's the taiyaki's the pastry. Takoyaki is the octopus balls. It's just a dough ball cooked with octopus meat inside. Taiyaki's amazing. It's it's basically like okay, there's sweet red bean filling, and then just basically encased in a waffle, and that's basically taiyaki is, and it's amazing. And then we see, and then the Wonder Twins here are basically saying like, look, their friends are Kuroki. We can't forgive them.
We have to take them down.
And apparently, like they do this mysticker where they're actually like their skin hardens.
Their entire body hard.
Yeah, they're
One shot, kind of like he like pokes himself in the eye.
Even his eyeball hardened, which doesn't make sense. That would actually hurt.
yeah. And we see the big brother literally throwing the little brother.
The
You always
ultimate.
see like this full effect that's common in Kishimoto.
Yeah, that's true.
But all the time.
And then like, yeah, that's true. Both of them do this type of stuff. And just that four,
It shows, momentum.
yeah. And look, and it shows the force of how bad this guy hit the ground. It flew cars away. And Misora's in Tengoku, and Daichi's just in a random car. Which I'm surprised. Yeah, yeah, perfectly fine. I'm surprised. They could both fit in Tengoku. You know what I mean? So it would have been fair enough. Daichi asks, like, "Are you alright, Misora?" Like, "Yeah, I barely made it. Oh no." And then we see one of the brothers now, like, pretty much like took off the hood of the car with just his foot. That
Stuck when he landed in it, so he jumps away, rips the entire hood with him.
yeah, like, and like Daichi's ready to put on Tamamayu, puts it on, and now it turns into the demon hand and starts using the Tamamayu wires and tries to and electrocutes one of the brothers, and it calls the God Hammer. And it looks like it's about to punch him in the face, and then it bounces off of him because, like, yeah, they realize he's still rock hard, and he now uses an attack called Tsukisashi, and all of a sudden, Misora brings out the dragon out of Tengoku, and the younger one's like, "Big brother, no!" And like the dragon ate the big brother at least at first.
Tetsuya,
Yeah, Tetsuo.
he's the big one.
Yeah, Tetsuo's the big one, and Tetsuji's the younger one. Yes. And then we see Tetsuo climb out of the dragon's mouth. The dragon's like, "What? Why? I need to eat."
It lands right in
Yeah. And it's just funny, like, I like how he kind of just crawls out of the dragon. It's like, and they find out they have this mysticker called Gulliver, where the big, where the big brother, yeah, the big brother gets incredibly large.
I understand. I'm pretty sure it's called the Gulliver the Sticker because
It's the
giant among men and whatnot. But I think they should have called it like the Popeye Mysticker or something. Because not only does he get really huge, but his forearms,
kind of get Popeye arms,
yeah, it should be called the Popeye.
and Popeye was popular in Japan too. So I mean, yeah, he's kind of popular. Yeah, he's actually kind of popular in Japan. Yeah, so I can see that. Yeah, that too.
Oh god, I haven't seen Manga.
I know, which we'll cover that one day too, because Lavoeki's awesome. Yeah. But anyways, we see Tetsuo pick up Tetsuji, or Tetsuchi picking up Tetsuo, and now we see that there's some taiyaki in his back pocket, and and he just he just puts the brother in his mouth.
Picks him up and just eats his whole brother. Like, that's interesting.
And he's like, "You take all the good stuff, big bro. Not fair." Tetsuji is like, and he's like complaining Tetsuji, and now he pick up. It's like he starts piloting like a giant robot in a sense.
Tetsuji does seem like the more jealous younger brother because he wants to use the Gulliver sticker, but
Yeah,
Tetsuo doesn't want him to, or says like he's not ready for it or whatever. And you can see like when Tetsuo or Tetsuji or it's Tetsuo when Tetsuo gets like really big and everything.
yeah,
Like Nick he starts kind of being an asshole to him.
yeah, a little bit. They were used like they were like all about teamwork at first, and then all of a sudden once he starts putting on the Gulliver Mister, he's kind of a dick.
It's kind of like nope, like
Back in a few minutes, we see sounds good.
okay.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll keep going though, and and it shows that like that their version of teamwork is different compared to Daichi and Misora's version of teamwork.
Yeah. At first it's working out, and then afterwards it kind of became I'm doing my plan. Just like listen to me, listen to your big brother.
Yeah, it turns out their version of teamwork is really fucked up. And then we see a big slash come out, and we find out it's Kuroki come out and slashes them with the necromancer, cuts them right in half.
Right down the middle. So it's perfectly fine because necromancer, remember, doesn't hurt people. It only
It hurts. It only eats souls.
which I feel like should be deal when they make it out.
Yeah, I know.
It just kind of passes through them, and then they stop being evil or something. But like, I feel like there's a lot more to a soul than just being evil.
Yeah, I know. And we don't know where. See, this is one of those moments where we kind of like play the game, then you find out where. Kind of play the game, and you know where Kuroki's been. Type of deal. Because the last time we saw him, he was in the hospital.
After going up against
Sh-
the
Shuga.
guy, yeah,
Oh yeah, going.
Shuda, he went after Shiro,
Yeah, that's true.
his girlfriend too. But yeah, they don't touch on that job
No, they don't.
It's kind of like keep going.
Yeah, so it's pretty much like you have to play the game to find out what happened with Kuroki and everybody else. So play the game. And then now it cuts back to Sumiya and this guy that we saw, the assistant in the Quinlan realm, or whatever his name is. And yeah, something like that. And they're realizing they're using Kaine as the test subject, and like they're finding out, oh, whoa, Kaine can use 2 of the Quinlan Mysticers. Oh my!
They need a third one.
And the funny thing is, like, he trusts Sumiya so much that you can use my Quinlan sticker.
And it's like, so what you're like, he cuts him off. So he starts saying like he can use 2 Mysticers just fine. And he's all like, no need to say it. Here, take mine. And he like goes to hand it over to him. And this is where we see Sumiya says one of my favorite lines is he takes it and he just says thank you very much. Like I will not guarantee that I will honor it. And
Yeah.
he just kind of
He
puts a full blast right in.
right through his abdomen.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back, Dice.
Just in time.
We got to the part where Sumiya blasts the leader of the Quinlan realm in the stomach with fire.
I gotta say, I completely forgot about this. Actually, I could have sworn that the old man was the bad guy, and I thought
But
we were gonna have a final battle with Daichi, and then
yeah, like he seems like to be the big bad. Yeah, I mean, he's played up.
a little bit with like that flashback with Ginga, but like that's it. Like after that, he just kind of gets shat on.
Yeah, he's kind of played. I think in the game and like bits and pieces of this, he's played up to be like the ultimate bad guy.
I mean, he kind of technically he is because I mean this is like he is the leader. This is his entire plan, and Sumiya basically is just like, okay, this is my plan now, and just takes over. But
Crisscross, double cross.
And you're out.
Is like Insumi's like, by the way, crisscross, double cross. I ate your applesauce. No. And it's like, and I do love that he's like, Sumiya, you bastard. Why? Why?
No, I can't do a New York accent.
Yeah, you're from New York. You can't even do a New York accent.
Oh, no, crazy. That sounds more Russian.
I know my New York and New Jersey kind of starts going up and starts going into a weird Italian Russian thing. Forget about it. Or if I do go to New York, we're walking here. I start sounding like Joe Pesci.
I want to say that the New York accent doesn't like
Like the traditional New York accent doesn't really exist.
it's the Brooklyn accent.
Yeah.
That's what everybody thinks of when they think of the New York accent.
Yeah, because
I grew up in Brooklyn simply, and no one really talks like that.
nobody sounds like Joe Pesci's.
Like maybe back in the '90s and early 2000s.
Everybody's
When all the gangster movies come out, and everyone wants to imitate them.
yeah.
Sound like Valley still nowadays.
Like forget about it. Bada bing, bada boom.
It's because New York is being overrun by hipsters.
Yeah.
The world has been overrun with hipsters. So you can't really.
No.
Now everybody in Brooklyn is like, okay, does this have gluten in it? Is it not that?
Like I need my gluten free teenies. Well, the hipsters. Well, here's the thing: the hipster has the smell of the caveman, the wisdom of the Socrates, the wealth of the yuppie. Yep, and the fashions and the no, he has the beard of the caveman. Here's the thing. Here's the evolution of the hipster. The beard of the caveman. The the wisdom of Socrates. The deepness of the beatnik. The smell of the hippie, and the wealth of the yuppie.
Sounds awful.
Yes. All right.
I really hate the 1%, even though I'm like super.
Those gosh darn one. They always looking down on us 1.5ers. It's terrible.
Type the way of his iPhone 10.
Yeah. Yeah. On his new
My well, he's 9 now, but my baby brother, when he was 5, he had an iPad. I'm almost 30. I still don't have one. Like,
Oh god.
I know. I know what you mean too. Like my niece plays on a tablet and stuff more than I've played on a tablet in my entire life.
I guess I'm spoiled because
I've I've had a good chunk of gaming consoles myself. Yeah, I mean,
I've always been a handheld guy. So
yeah,
I always had the DS, the Switch, the PS Vita.
yeah. Handhelds. I love the handheld gaming systems.
Future man, the way games should be.
Yep. Anyways, now back to Blazer Drive.
more expert into it.
Yeah. Okay, we're halfway there, guys. We're halfway done this volume.
2 more chapters.
We're at chapters, volume 7. This is the 7th volume. Second to last chapter. Yeah. And it says, this is Hellfire, which I love this. I actually use this. I use this image in my thumbnail for the episode. Yeah. It's called Health. Yeah, Hellfire. I want to play that somewhere in this video. Find it. Yeah. No, it's still gonna. It might be the ending of it. But anyways, Sumiya's like burned the shit out of the leader of the Clean Realm. He's on fire. Eh, yeah. How could you do this to me, man? And Sumiya's just thinking like, and we see kind of flashback to Sumiya's life a bit. We see that Sumiya's family owed a lot of money due to yeah,
The Mysticker mob.
the Mysticker Yakuza. The Mysticker Yakuza and apparently they owed money due to medical bills for his mother in the hospital, and I guess the mother didn't survive.
Yeah, she passed on.
And yeah, and now they're in a whole bunch of debt because of it. And they had to borrow money from the mob, and the mob wanted to keep collecting. And they see a watch that's like, oh man, high end women's watch. And then Sumi, yeah, yeah, literally, yeah, moke. Like, yeah, you better pay up your debts, kid, or I'll break your legs.
Yeah, these Yakuza guys, not a single one of them have a baseball bat. They don't know what they're doing.
No, they don't know. They're just kind of intimidating at best. That's the best.
I mean, that's like, probably the most evil thing he's got.
Going for him. And and the dad's not doing shit. Like,
Sumiya tries to. The dad just kind of sits there with his head down.
yeah, Yeah, the tick. And it's like, and then the guy literally grabs him by the neck, shoves him to the wall, and says, like, you know what? This is your own fault, kid. You know what I mean? For borrowing money and not returning it.
Seems to be everyone's favorite like go-to thing. Like I don't know if you guys have ever been in a situation where you had to strangle a bitch, but grabbing someone by the neck, like even someone by the neck and picking them off the ground with one hand is not very easy.
No, it isn't. It is not.
But that seems to be the thing to do is just grab them by the neck, pick them up, and throw them like they're nothing. Like
Throw them like they're rag dolls.
unless that's pretty difficult to pull off.
Yeah, I know. And like we just see like this is where Sumiya kind of gets his business motif a little bit from, in a sense, from his childhood tragedy. Like that's
From the Yakuza saying that it's like we don't care if it's your mom's memento or what, like we want money, and that's business.
The money.
yeah. And all of a sudden now, to pay up the debt, pretty much the kid that Sumiya was collateral.
Yeah, didn't really part went to like how the guy basically says like, all right, we're taking the kid with us. What we were here for anyway, like that was part of the contract. And so I'm just thinking like, so what's the point with the watch then? Why didn't you just take like I mean, I guess
They want to torture them a little bit.
yeah, I guess they gotta get all the money they can out of them.
Yeah, they got a scare. Well, and plus maybe a little bit of a scare.
He's got a nice young body. You know, some black market.
Yeah. The deep web. We'll sell him to the deep web. He fetches. Yup.
This is like I mean like just like it gets kind of fucked up.
Yeah, it does. It does get really fucked up. Like,
I'm sorry, family's a big thing for me, especially right now.
yeah.
But so the dad finally, and like after walking off with Sumiya, the dad walks up and grabs Sumiya's hand and like wait, like you know, like take anything, but don't.
Yeah, take anything else, but they'll take my son. You know what I mean? Like,
The ringleader basically, right? Then offer up your life insurance.
insurance payout.
Take out a huge policy and die, and then we'll take your money and your son lives. And the father just basically like gives up, just like let's go Sumiya, let's walk away.
Yeah, which that's really fucked up.
Yeah. So, fun fact: I was reading How to Make Comic Books a while back, and
Mhm.
reading books by Stan Lee.
Yeah.
He makes a good point about you know something that like you know it's kind of obvious when you think about it, but like I didn't think about it. Like I already knew about it, but I didn't really think about it until I read it. Where it talks about what makes a good villain.
Mm.
About how like the evil deeds that like good they like there is no such thing as a villain.
Yeah, it's just good.
All the evil deeds that they do.
It's good things with bad intentions, in a sense.
Like not even that. It's just like all the that the character does in their mind is perfectly justified.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They think it's justified. It's good intent. They think they're having the best of intentions, but it's really not.
Yeah, it's like
I think this drives them to have fun.
Well, yeah. There's not, but if you're going by the true, like Matt said, there's no real villain. It's just people with
I mean there are just kind of like nah man I'm just like I'm just fucking evil like it's whatever it's what it is.
I love honest people.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That is true. But like what I was getting at, how you were saying before, like or how we were talking about a little with when Kaine started going through his memories and everything, and it's like we were talking about like a tragic villain or like the kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that's basically like the best way to get a villain. Is just like take a character, put him in a shitty situation, and like just basically have like
Make him go down.
possible thing happen to them.
make him go down the wrong path.
It's like villains are basically born from tragedy. Like it's just how it is.
Mm-hmm. Even though there are those mustache twirling villains. I mean, there are those. There is, but a good villain usually comes out of tragedy. Yeah, I mean, like like you said, a really good villain, a good way to write a villain is to make a tragedy happen. And Sumiya is I think is a well more written villain than even the boss of the Quinlan realm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. I mean, to be fair, we haven't really seen him do anything. So
Yeah. Well, we kind of saw him do shit.
electricity that's all he did.
Yeah, that's true. And he stole Tama uh not Tama Mayu, Shiro's girlfriend. Kind of kidnapped her.
It was a different guy.
It was a different guy. Oh yeah.
I forget. Like I know he had like the like feathery
Appearance.
yeah that guy. You know, he basically when Shiro's just kind of like, oh yeah, that guy, and everyone's and then never talked about it again. So
Video game villain.
yeah,
Yeah, video game villain. Play the video game. You want to see more of what this guy did? Play the video game. Anyways, we're now at the politician chief Misawa's house, and we see there's the politician. They're having some kind of talk.
I don't know if it's like I guess Kyle, you'd be the one to answer this question.
Mhm.
But is this guy like any
Based on anybody?
yeah, like I feel like in every anime or manga, you know, if there's just a politician, like the prime minister, always look the same. They always look like this guy.
He probably was. I mean, it probably was based on a real politician, but I don't know who. But like, there's some politicians that were based on the prime minister of Japan, but like, but that was a long time ago when Koizumi was prime minister. You know what I mean? But but sometimes, usually, he's just generic prime minister, like politician looking guy. Yeah, kind of generic politician. And he's like, well, I think welcome. I wanted to talk to you about the future of our country. And all of a sudden, there's like a glass opening that sees, and we kind of see people in this like kind of like rape dungeon, in a sense,
They all kind of
some kind of slave rape dungeon, and we see Sumiya there. No, but no rape, but it is what you would consider one.
I mean, I would not be surprised. He's a politician. They're all scumbags.
Yeah, yeah. But anyways, we see Quinlan Boss guy who was the assistant to Dr. Yen, and Sumiya down there as well. And apparently Sumiya is considered number 13, and he yeah, and pretty much he kind of shows him like doing someone like kind of respect. He's like, my lord, I'll do everything you want. And you know what this guy says? Like, you know what? Just kill Misawa. Just kill the politician.
Just kill him.
Yeah, just kill the politician.
It'd be really
It's real easy. Just choke a bitch.
The throne, you know, like everyone else does.
Yeah. And this is where Sumiya gets his Quinlan Mysticer.
He's like, here, kid, have the power of a god. Now kill the guy.
And yeah, and this is where he gets like, this is what we call business. And I love that. And he kind of flashes back to seeing his father in a sense too. And this is where he like the evil is kind of like the evils of the world are kind of like going into him in a sense by passing on this evil sticker. You know.
It just kind of really drills into the fact that it's like this is why he's the businessman, because like this is his business. This is what he does.
Yeah, this is his job in a sense. He treats it like a job. And because that's the only way that's the only reason he knows. And like and this guy and the Queen Lean boss is just burning alive.
Yeah, he's turning to smoke, which I guess is his drawback, his side effect. He just kind of he starts bleeding out of his eyes, and he just kind of turns to black smoke and fades away.
And he's like, and I love that Sumiya is like, this is what we call business, and just that like sheer, just this look of his. Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts. Just him holding his holding the electric Queen Lin Mysticker.
The I'm not afraid to shoot. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
The veins in his eyes being drawn down, just the way that like the shading on his face and everything, just the way the shading like accentuates it.
it just shows like his how evil he's become.
Yeah, and he even says like this is what I call business. Like it's just so.
And he's like, and Sumiya's like, you know what? I already had my next partner anyway.
This was something that kind of caught me off guard because it makes it a point where it's like he burns the old man, and then behind the old man he has this like big curtain. The curtain catches fire, and it goes up, and you see the tube with Ginga, and Suya just walks away. Like he doesn't. You think he was gonna, because it makes a panel dedicated to like you seeing the curtain
Yeah,
and then Ginga behind it. And so I figured like
that's
no, he was walking.
yeah. He just walks away because he's got Kaine. You know what I mean? And then now we're back to the Guardian Sector 3 division's place now. And now it's like they're all the blazes that are there. And it's like, and Melon's like, you're all thrilled, right? And they're like, yeah.
Everybody else is just kind of like,
Like, no. And Daiji's even shaking a little bit. It's like, yeah, we could finally go sneak into their headquarters, save Ginga. Yeah. And Kuroki says, like, look, you're gonna be heading to their subdivision. And Daichi's not having it. He's like, you know what? Yeah, he's like, Ginga's gonna be at their HQ. And it's like, and plus, and it's like, Kuroki, like, understandably, he knows, like, look, you're the only one that they're after. So we can't just, yeah, exactly. They can't just let him go straight on ahead. Can't go straight at him.
I do like
Just
dawn, out of nowhere, but
wolf.
causing Kuroki to hide behind Melon Jam.
Yeah, and that's Kenji, the dog. So said the head.
I missed the dog that Daichi had his
Shiro. That's his dog's name too. Oh no, that's what they said. No, that is little Shiro.
I thought that was Tenji's stuff.
No, it's Shiro. It, yeah, or that could be Tenjik's dog. Who knows? But anyways, it just kind of shows like Ginga risked his life to protect me. So he just with my own hand, he wants to do it himself. You know what I mean? Daichi's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go do this my own way. And he's not gonna let anybody go get in between him and saving Ginga. And no, that's true. And everybody's and even Milton's like, all right, do what you want. You always do it anyway. But with a kind of with a smile though about it. You know what I mean?
If you let them down, I'll kill you. If you let them catch you.
I'll whip you. I'll whip you into shape. And they're saying look, this is gonna be their last battle with the Quinlan realm. And everybody's like, you better be prepared to die for this. You're gonna die. If you don't prepare for this, you're gonna die. And Daichi's like, all right. And Sumiya, and now we're cutting back to Sumiya at the Quinlan realm. We see the pod kind of open. Kaine is kind of acting like a little kid. Yeah, hiding behind the chair, kind of scared, kind of crawling up to Sumiya, kind of like an animal.
Sumi is sitting at above the chair, Daichi's in it. And even Sumi doesn't know. He's
And Sumiya's like, kind of your favorite toy should be here soon, and it just gets kind of weirdly weirdly yeah, not it's kind of weirdly rapey in a sense looking. And yeah, and it's that's at this animalish tile state. And it's yeah, pretty much that's how it's going. It's kind of creepy. Even when I first read this in both English and in Japanese, it's still there's no way around this being creepy. Anyways, then we see we're at this warehouse or freight dock or whatever or constructions.
subquarters they were going to send Daichi at, but they decided not to.
But they said Kagekyu instead.
That guy,
Yeah, remember this guy? Yeah,
they finally give him a seed.
yeah, they give him some action when he's not a driver.
The guy on the right looks like Sasuke, like his work.
Kind of does actually. At
Like a more modern Sasuke.
yeah, what if he looks like in modern times? And we see this is Kagekyu's team apparently. And we see that these are people that are avenging like all the people that are dead now.
Or that were taken or captured, whatever.
Yeah,
I think they're dead.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And I hate this person's miss sticker. Well, I like this miss sticker, and I hate it at the same time because it's basically law of Ueki magic. At this point, literally, this person conjures CDs.
No.
No, it's really well you wet you. I could turn my hair into CDs or something like that.
Yeah, it,
If I close my eyes, my hair turns into seeds. But no. He's he has 3 wind stickers on his arm. He just has a stack of seeds. He doesn't create.
Oh, I thought that was a joke.
it might be this person. I thought they conjured CDs at first. You know what I mean?
You can see it right here. They just have the panel where they
I saw the windmill stickers.
yeah, they have the 3 stickers, and then in their hand they have the stack of CDs.
And Kagekyu uses a repel Mysticker.
Turns out he has a super strong Mysticker that he is just now using.
Yeah, because he's actually in battle. And then we see Sasuke guy wearing doing like a fire technique.
Got like a fire kick going on. What a coincidence! The guy that kind of looks like Sasuke is fire.
And then we see Kagekyu again, like pretty much using repel and just flings this person all the way, gets this person like flying into the water.
The guy thinks he's safe. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna ride this repel into the water.
I have an oxygen Mysticker with me too.
It'll be great. It'll work out fine. And yeah, then the third guy in the group uses ice. He uses an ice and a wind sticker to like create a to freeze the water. The guy kind of crashes right into it. Probably would have killed him.
Yeah.
Representing his tendencies with it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know.
Created a bubble for him.
And now, and it's like Kagekyu starts to like looking all badass, like, you did a great job, guys, and all of a sudden he slips.
Lands on the ice, slips, hits his head. How dramatic it is, where he's holding his arm up, and he's just like, looks like this is as far as I can go. It's all up to you, Daichi.
Take care of the criminal. Yeah, I know. He's the least badass Usopp.
Be a very big Usopp vibe.
Yeah, he does. He's like the poor man's Usopp, Kagekyu. I call. He's the poor man's Usopp. And now we see another battle going on. Kuroki, Yuyuka, and Daichi and Misora are now fighting another person, which has a really cool Mysticker where they're using like a target Mysticker, like a scope Mysticker, and they placed it on their eyes. And that's kind of cool.
The guy even says that it's both a supporting type and a weapon type. It has like it's the rifle itself, but also so he can like just see up to like a kilometer away or something like that.
Yeah.
With the technology we see in this, I think it'd be more practical to buy a gun for high percent.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's generally it's pretty much the same thing. Like, he doesn't have any kind of special power or anything. He can see a kilometer away, and he can shoot a rifle.
Yeah, it's literally a gun kind of just conjures and that's it. And he sees and he's wondering and he's looking through his scope. He's wondering like why is this guy standing here? And Daichi's pointing at him like wait a minute.
He does shoot him like once. And Daichi like being, but then he's perfectly fine, and he doesn't understand.
He's like what's going on here? And all of a sudden we see why is he pointing here? And we see Tenjik climbing up along the barrel, and he's like about to be badass. He's like, and apparently it's not really. This is not really Daichi. It was just a trick that Tenjik used to put pictures of Daichi in the case, and showed it right at the scope.
Up the scope, and he held the communicator in front of it, so you just saw the picture of Daichi ending to be shot, and he does make a Tenjik found him. Smell real. He can smell the stickers, the scent that the stickers give off.
Mm.
So he was able to find him, and then he makes a comment to the guy saying, "It's like you can see up to a kilometer away, but you can't see something right in front of you." And like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of silly.
It's a little silly, but like, yeah, Tenjik found the weakness of that Mysticker really fast.
Yeah, and then he uses his
Bomb Mysticker. and Blast Plus.
The bomb rat, the actual bomb rat.
Yeah, I know. And now we're at this like dam-like area. Cuts back. Now we're at this dam. God damn. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it does. The architecture that is really good. And we see Yuka's like kind of make it sounds like, oh my, woo, yahoo, and yeah, and and they're pretty much giving up their own location.
And Goku even like scolds
Yuka,
saying like this is no time to be playing around. It's disgraceful.
it's not gentlemanly book like.
It's not gentlemanly or square.
And Sumiya just comes up like, you know what? You don't have an appointment to come here, but you know what? We'll talk business now. And he's like, I'll be waiting upstairs for you, Daichi. I got some business to take care of you with the business. About business.
We gotta handle some business right now.
And Daichi's like, you know what? This is our last battle. We better settle this quickly. And that's how the chapter ends.
With a nice shot of the entire team getting ready to fight. You see Daichi cracking his knuckles, you know, like the anime getting ripped up.
Yeah, which I wish Shiro was there.
Yeah, it'd be really
Heroes down for the final. So cool.
Yeah, I know. Like, I wish Shiro was there, and that would have been a better. That would have been awesome. Tama.
he's the character from the game, and he's like,
He's off on his own adventure. You know what I mean?
yeah, I do understand that. I guess like it was just to promote the game and everything. I do think it's really weird how they just kind of he showed like him and Daichi pretty much like build this like friendly rival relationship, and he's not even in the series. So like, you know,
Yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah, it like this manga at times feels like a waste of time if you never played the game. It does. No, no, like there's some yeah, there's story stuff that you're like losing out of if you never played the game. So it's like it kind of sucks that way if you only read the manga and you're wondering like who's and you only heard of the manga. You never knew this was based on a video game. And this was like a multimedia project. And you're wondering like the fuck is this Shiro guy? You know what I mean?
he was there once, and then he shows up a second time, and he's lame, but then he gets cool again, and then he disappears. It's like, what was that all about?
Yeah, the fuck was that all about, you know? Yeah.
That's why I do. It's like, I don't want to say like rushed or anything, but I feel like the series should have been longer, and like Shiro like should have been included. They were just kind of like, no, we only have the budget for this much, so you know,
Yeah.
like we only have the budget for 9 volumes. That's it. Can't get any more.
No, or even that, it could have gotten like Blazer Drive could have just gotten like he could have probably gotten ahead of time. Okay, maybe this is gonna get canceled. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I mean. Like the people came down and told him like look, this is as far as you go. You got one more, make it end.
Yeah, you got like you got it. We'll give you enough time to make it end. Just do it. You know what I mean? Like the game didn't sell that well. You know what I mean? I don't know how well the game did, but like yeah, fair enough. And now we're back. We're at the 26th Blaze,
The final chapter.
the final of Volume 7, Overture. And now we see
Gets his own title page.
yeah, Kagekyu. Yeah, that's from the Tunklebone. Kagekyo. I like Kagekyo.
He's a cool character.
Even though he is discount Usopp.
He is a comic relief character. He's just kind of there to be shit on in the beginning, and it's like, oh, okay, we gotta get serious now. All right, give Kagekyo like an actually powerful Mysticker.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of takes his stuff.
Yeah. But anyways, now we're back to where we left off with Sumiya, and then we see some kind of those monsters that we saw from before in like few volumes back.
And this is what I wanted to talk about because I didn't remember this until I got to this chapter or until I got to this part, and I was just like, man, these sure do look a lot like hollows from Bleach.
I know, and Bleach was running around this time too. So I mean,
They even do go. They make a comment about how it's like because they think like maybe they're conjured, maybe they're created or something, and it's like no, they're just like they're soldiers of the Queen's realm. Like they were created specifically to fight. I think they're just kind of like they're weapons that were made alive or something.
they're living weapons. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and it was just like so. He even talks about how they're heartless creatures. He talks to um uh, uh, what's his name? Soul Eater Man.
Kuroki.
Kuroki. He talks to Kuroki and says about how his necromancer won't do anything to them because they're heartless, soulless creatures. And I'm just like, wow, these sure are a lot like the Hollows from Bleach.
Yeah, I know. Unless you rip off their mask. I mean,
All they're missing is the hole in their chest. They'd literally be exactly the same.
that's true. That is true. That's true. That is so true. Going. And they're like, it's Sumiya's like, perfect. I want to make a deal with you. I won't send like you come with me, and I won't send these things to take y'all friends out. I won't send my hollow rejects.
The Hollows that didn't make it into Bleach.
Yeah. And Tengoku even makes it like references like, yeah, these things are not human. They're heartless.
Oh yeah, even Kingdom Hearts is being ripped off.
Bleach and Kingdom Hearts, two convoluted series are being ripped off. Go figure.
Yeah, right.
Like two series that get really fucked up and weird.
It's like I didn't want to I don't want to constantly bring up the plagiarism uh, accusations against him and everything.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, they're like I want to say it's a fine line, but there is a line between
Homage and praisers.
and being inspired by something. But it's like once I got to this, I was just like, oh man, they're just hollow. Like that's just what they are.
Yeah, they look a lot like Hollows, and it's
But yeah, so yeah, Tengoku basically says, "Oh, we don't, like they're not human, like they don't have like a mystic or vibe or anything. They're not conjured. They just exist."
yeah, they're living like we said earlier. They're living weapons, and the necromancer can't do shit to them. And we're at that point now. And now these things are like now coming up in like a horde and start Naruto running down.
This scene with all of them like running down the damn wall and everything and start charging them, and like I will say, like these things kind of remind me of it's like a cross between Hollows from Bleach and like I forget is it Studio Ghibli the things from Princess Mononoke. Like these look like something that would be out of Princess Mononoke.
Oh yeah, or No Face from Spirited Away.
Yeah, or No Face, yeah.
That's that's the one I would see it more as. You know, he has no face.
Yeah, now that you say that, I agree. I did not think of that. Princess Mononoke was the first thing that came to my mind. But yeah.
Hmm. And Kuroki's like, don't they look appetizing? And Kuroki's like, I'm just gonna cut him in half.
Fine, we won't bother. Like, if I can't eat them, I won't bother. I'll just cut them in half.
And Tengoku makes the obvious observation that these things were originally weapons.
I do like the one scene that they have where it was like the ones like coming down the wall and everything. You see like a little blade coming out of its mouth, and some spikes coming out of its eyes, and then it kind of like shoot out and full on like axe blade like thing.
Yeah, that is really cool.
It does look pretty good, but yeah, no match for Necromancer.
I know, no, yeah, it's still no match for Necromancer. And Misora's like, shut up, Tengoku, I'm drawing here.
Stop analyzing things and open up.
You're drawing this oddly shaped beast.
That was like a beetle.
Little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
I saw a spider when I first saw it.
and I like this one where it's like the one stabs into the other one, and the other one turns into a bunch of spikes.
It's its own weapon. It's brutal.
It's a little goofy.
But we finally see after like however many chapters Sora's had, she finally summoned something other than the dragon.
Yeah, which is this weird little eyeball bug thing.
Sniper gun summon.
Goma.
It's probably a Digimon somewhere.
It looks like Parasite-mon.
Yeah, or I would say something from Yokai Watch. Definitely.
Yeah, probably too. But Yokai Watch wasn't even invented then.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if I would, like, I'd run this monster. I'd catch this.
I would have this on a team somewhere. I would monster hunt this.
I do like that its teeth are like diagonal. Like, you always see like a sideways mouth.
It's like they're like razor blade teeth, you know what I mean? And Dice, we haven't heard anything from you. What do you think of Goma?
Yeah, I love the insect type. It's very good.
And I like one of the eyes is kind of like wheezing, like in the back, and like on the left side, they're like, why'd you wake me up?
Sitting in that book for God knows how long.
Like, why'd you wake me up? I'm so scared. It's just one of those eyes sound like that.
Oh, no, we can't forget
Yuyuka,
best.
the best.
This was another thing that I forgot about, but then after I saw it, I was just like, of course, this is what happens. Remember when Yuga fought that one
The cat bitch.
Blazer? Yeah, the cat bitch, and she took her sticker. Well, she now uses it for herself.
Yeah,
And,
cat bitch that never got named.
yeah, now she becomes,
A kitty girl, a lolly kitty girl.
yeah, I was gonna say, a little lollycat girl. Which, like, as soon as I saw it, I was just like, of course, like, this only makes sense.
This makes sense in all the ways. And she's like, Daichi, what do you think?
But she's too busy. I did think it was a little weird though, because if you remember, Cat Lady used, or totally not Catwoman, used her mystic, like she activated it, and it was like 3-part stage kind of thing. And when Yuka uses it, she just jumps straight to second stage. She doesn't have the first.
Yeah, she doesn't have a first stage.
That was a little weird, but I don't know. Maybe she can control it better than
That's true.
But either way, yeah, that happens.
But she is still pretty badass with that sticker, though.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, as soon as I saw Lolly, it's like, yeah, no, this checks out. This anime.
Yeah, this is very anime. And Daichi's like, he's getting pissed. He's using all the thunders and the lightnings and stuff. And Kuroki's like fighting, and Misora and Goma over here is not fighting too well. They're kind of holding on. And Yuyuka's fighting, and like
I do like that Shimiya is,
Sumiya.
I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Shimiya. Sumiya is like analyzing them, like through like business departments, where Daichi is like the energy, weapons department, Misora is the something department, and Yuka's the transformation department, and he's just listing them all off like they're actual things, and I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's funny, but also interesting how kind of how we see Sumiya kind of works.
Yeah, he's just like he was saying, like, this is my business, or this is my business. Really, how he sees everything, it's just all business.
Yeah, all business. And then Tenjik goes like, "Don't forget about me." And he's the yeah,
You're a spec.
I know. And Tenjik's like, "The fuck is these?" And these things keep Naruto running down the wall of the dam. And I love this. He even says like, "You better be prepared to work overtime." I'm like,
Like before, like he was like perfectly fine, but he's still fine. But like I was saying, like he was like you normal, but then like ever since his whole flashback thing, now it's just like non-stop.
business puns. Yeah.
At the end of time, he gets fired.
Yeah, right. I'm waiting for it. Like,
I'm waiting for that too. I'm waiting for when he dies in his own flames, going, "I'm fired." Well, I was fired.
Daichi responds with, "I quit." And just kills him.
Yeah. Everybody's like, "Daichi, leave now." Everybody's kind of like fighting these guys, and Tenjik's got like squished.
Yeah, he's shooting his porcupine spikes, but yeah, he's like he seems to be having it the most rough.
The rough of it all.
Yeah, everybody else is just kind of like, "Go, Daichi, we can handle this." And
Ca-
like, all right, cool. Leaves.
yeah, like oh, like cool. You don't need my help. Good.
Hold your own thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then we see Kaine in the pod room
Now he's got three mistakes shooting at him.
shooting into him. And then now we see more of Kaine's backstory. I know it is. It's one of the better ones. Sumiya's backstory was really good too, but like I think Kaine's a bit better.
Kaine is just all around good character.
Yeah. And then we see him playing at a piano, and he's like, "Man, I failed again. I can't do these. I can't play this piano well.
My fingers are too small. I can't do it.
I have the case of the tiny fingers." And
His sister sits by next to him, and she's like, oh, I don't know, world renowned. She's really good. Um,
pianist.
and she starts playing, and kind of asks like, oh man, that sounds pretty. What is that? And she's like, this reminds me of you.
It's called Little Brother.
Even kind of gets all like he starts blushing. He's like, oh man.
Getting all. And he's like, "This song belongs to me." and and they talk about about how music and how if you passionate enough about it, the music comes out, and that's what music is all about.
Kaine just starts slamming all the keys.
Yeah,
Okay, ready?
that's how I play it. That's how we all play piano.
Let's be real. No one actually knows how to play piano. Some people just get lucky.
Yeah, and
I'm joking. Piano's actually
it's actually very, it's kind of hard actually. I can kind of play it a little bit.
show off.
No, but no, it's not. I'm not that good at it. I played an electric keyboard very slowly and got an A in the class that got me to play it. But anyways, yeah, him slamming on the keys, and it's like this song reminds me about you, sister. And it's like, oh, that's so. And she kind of got
That's great. That's good.
then she kind of got this little sweat drop on her, and and then we see this Shuga looking guy named Koren. Yeah. And we find out that his sister's name Alicia or Alicia or Alicia. I would just say Alicia. Alicia, and we find out, I guess they look like they're together on a date or something like that. And now Alicia is like, I'm gonna go help with something out with Corin, and they're gonna go get changed, and I'm gonna be banging your sister, and and um and this guy's kind of being a douche to Kaine. It's like, you know what? Go practice that shitty piano playing, boy.
I was gonna say he kind of walks over and like just puts his hand on his shoulder, leans in real close, and takes this opportunity to practice that third-rate piano playing.
While I do your sister.
All right, let him move. Exactly, bad guy. I hope you die.
Yeah, he's just generic bad guy. And Kaine's having a reaction like all people should have, like, stay away from my sister. And Kaine's like, it's
The reaction that all people should have is kick him in the dick.
yeah, well, that too. But the sister's like, why are you so rude, Kaine? Like,
This is where I kind of realized it's another one of those stories with like the girl is dating some guy that's obviously up to no good, and the brother tries to warn her like, no, I don't believe you. He's so amazing. You don't know what you're talking about.
I've been with him for a whole day. I know him better than
yeah, I know him better than my own little brother, and he's just a big old douchebag.
See, now this was a thing that I thought, where if you see, there's the one panel where she says that it's like, no, like Corin's a good person, you should apologize to him. She has a little sweat drop going on, and like Corin is being like very obviously bad guy, and just his stance, just the way he holds himself, like he's very pompous.
Douchey about it.
Yeah, when like, and maybe it's just like a design thing, I don't know. Like sweat drop, I immediately thought like, oh, okay, like she knows he's bad. She's trying to make sure he doesn't hurt Kaine, kind of thing.
Yeah,
But spoiler alert, at least that's not what it looks like.
yeah, it does look like that.
That's not what it ends up looking like in the end.
Yeah, in the end, the truth is not what it seems. And then we cuts back, and it's late, and Kaine's still sitting at the piano, like thinking, like, where's my sister? It's taking so long. And Kaine is just playing with the piano, going ding, ding, bang.
Slam his hand down.
And Kaine is like getting all frustrated, like wondering, like, why does my sister trust him more than me?
I'm her little brother.
Yeah, but I'm her family, you know. And it cuts back to a few days later, and we see Kaine holding an umbrella in the rain. He's out and about, and he finds Jimmy.
The guitar and the sticker just stuck to the wall, and walking past the sticker, I'm like, to pick it up.
And he pulls it off, and we Kaine finds out that somebody's talking to about Alicia, and we see it's Corin, and Corin's like there's something nefarious about him. He's very there's something evil afoot, and he's just using Alicia for misstickers and stuff.
For information.
Yeah, for about information about misstickers.
Kind of here, or like because of the rain and everything, I can't really hear what the conversation's about. So he wants to get closer to like hear what they're saying.
To hear what Corin's talking about,
He says, "Just rid of Alicia,"
and he melts a pigeon.
he melts a pigeon. That poor pigeon. You see, like as this pigeon walks up and
It's like you got
down and like touches.
the pigeon walks up. It's like you got some. The pigeon's like, you got some bread for me?
But like, all right. It's like I don't think pigeons do that. Like, touch them. They especially don't sit on the ground when it's raining.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. As soon as you just see like this poor pigeon dissolving.
All I asked was for some breadcrumbs or popcorn.
I just wanted to know where the bread was.
I know, whoa, and then we see Corin like out of the corner of his eye sees an umbrella, and it sounds like he's been found out. You just see, Kaine's just like he's booking it, and he's like tripping and falling, booking it, trying to go to his sister.
This I thought, it's just kind of like a convenience kind of thing. But you see thing and everything. I guess he still had that sticker or whatever, but he dropped it as he was running. But you see this one panel, he like goes to turn a tight corner and he like slips and falls. You see the sticker kind of like
Flying off,
and it's kind of like flying into place. And then you see kind of like fall.
and it's now back on his arm.
Keeps running, but you see that like he landed on the sticker, so the sticker is now like plastered onto his arm, and just like, oh, well that's
Yeah, seriously.
I think the fact that the sticker shows him.
yeah, very possible.
Yeah, that him and Jimmy are meant to be.
It was destiny.
The destiny. But he's got to warn his sister Alicia, and he's in the household, and we find out Corin just got there. I'm like, how the fuck did he get there?
It turns out it's faster than running.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's how I assume it happened anyway. I don't know. Maybe he's got a teleportation in the sticker. I wouldn't put it past these people.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, and he's like, I heard you from your sister. She sent you shopping. What happened? Why are you completely soaked?
He's even just got the
He's got the douche.
care about him as
the douchebag heir. And Kaine's getting all serious, and his sister's like wondering like, where's your umbrella?
Pretending to care, being all like, "Oh, you'll get sick like that. Go and change your clothes."
Quickly.
But Kaine's had none of that. He tells everyone to shut up, and he's like, "We heard you on the phone. You're trying to get rid of my sister." And like, what are you on about? Never happened.
That I killed someone I love. No, never.
Yeah, he's like, he's like, I'll never do that with his fingers crossed behind his back. And it's like, and even the sister is like, you're taking this joke way too far. And
No, if he's going this far with it, it's probably not a joke.
yeah.
But yeah, we see Kaine starts getting frustrated. Why don't you believe me anymore?
And the sister,
And I'm guessing that's like the equivalent of tracing the mystic.
it activates.
He sees Corin walks up around Alicia, got the gear on, and the sticker activates. He goes to use Jimmy to stab Corin, and
We see
we see an angry
Kaine.
and he slowly realizes, oh god, I just stabbed my sister.
Yeah, though the sister jumped. She jumped in the way.
She jumped in the way and took the hit. And yeah, it's one of those things just kind of like why would you do that? But I do like how huge the guitar is.
Compared to him.
Like I figured it would it would adjust to the side.
He's of him.
Turns out no. If you have a weapon in this sticker, it's as big as it is.
Yeah.
How big you are.
Yeah, like that's as big as you are, and that's how big as it's gonna get. And like he's like, how could this happen? And then like she takes it out. He takes it out. He takes Jimmy out of her. She just slams on the piano. A key.
She hits a single key on, falls.
Ding.
Kanye starts having his anime.
No.
And Corin the douchebag just starts laughing.
Corin McDouche.
Yeah, and it's just like, you're like, well, isn't this great? It's like, you killed her. Like, great, now I don't gotta get my own hands dirty.
Like I had to thank you, Sonny. I had to say hi to to.
Never believe me. That one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. All those One Piece laughs. He's all those One Piece laughs combined. And then we find out that Alicia wasn't really Kaine's sister. Yeah.
Yeah, Corin starts, again, one of those, like, exposition things that, is good for the viewer. It's like, why would this guy actually do this? Where he just starts telling Kaine the entire truth about him, about how Alicia wasn't actually his sister. She was actually one of the assistants to the guy that created the stickers and everything, and that Kaine was actually born in a lab. And he starts showing him all these pictures.
Like
This is you 2 days old. Looks like you're 4, right? That's weird.
yeah.
Now this is a minor critique I have. I mentioned this earlier. I really don't like this whole genetic engineering to use spiritual powers stuff. Like,
Yeah, it really doesn't. They're just kind of like, I know I read ahead, but like I don't I have not fully on, like I haven't read the final volume yet, so
No, like, yeah, I understand that. It is kind of bullshit. Like,
Yeah, I don't know why exactly it happened, but like both Kaine
and Daichi.
Daichi. Wow, I can't remember names today. Yeah, they're just kind of like more specific purpose related to Mystickers, and it does not make sense.
Yeah, so what? Like, I'm wondering how old is Daichi actually? You know, because if Kaine was like he's technically 2.
2 days.
2 days.
2 days. It looks like he's 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. So how old is Daichi actually? you know, he's a lot younger than he should be.
At least 11 years old.
Yeah. Even though they say he's like what 14 or 15.
As well as I'm trying to think now. It's like if he's 16, then subtract 5 years. Around there.
Yeah. He's an 11-year-old in a 16-year-old's body.
Oh man, that's an anime right there.
Yeah. No, that's just as bad as Thundercats. But like, yeah, and apparently just Alicia just pretty much stole Kaine in a sense.
Somehow his Kaine's DNA has some kind of deep connection with the stickers and everything, and so like he doesn't believe it. He's like, why would she take me for that and everything? And then Corin explains that it's like she took you because she wanted the research for herself, which doesn't make sense. Why would she take him and then teach him how to play piano?
He wanted to free him from the abuse of.
That's what I was expecting.
Yeah, maybe because there must have been like she must have actually had a change of heart, what I mean, type of deal. That's what I'm thinking. And then so and Corin basically, look, believe it or not, you can't change the past, and just now, Kaine just takes one strum of Jimmy and just anime blasts him away.
Just literally disintegrate. He even says it. He starts reaching out and Kaine is just like, no, I can't let him like, touch me. Like I have to disarm him. So he just completely vaporizes him.
Look at that. And look at that big blood splatter on the wall.
That is some heavy vapor.
I know.
I didn't want to get ahead of the story. Now that we got to this, so yeah, he just kind of blows up Cole.
Corin.
This is where I thought, because like I said, like every time I saw that like sweat drop on Alicia's head, I thought she was she was away from Corin's like evil
Or abuse or something like that.
affected when he like stabbed. Like she jumped out for whatever reason. Still, she took the hit and then she falls over. And then after this whole scene where he just disintegrates Corin, then I figured like he would go back over to Alicia's body or something, really be dead, and then she's explaining like, "Oh, listen to it." Well, I'm like, "No, I got you out of there because like I wanted because they wanted to thought it was wrong to put tests on you, all that stuff."
Like that. Like, I didn't want to see them abuse you anymore.
Yeah, we don't get any of that. No, she actually just dies right then and there, and then he vaporizes Corin.
Yeah.
This was your moment.
Yeah. This was. Yeah, I know. This part was like, look, you could have had a heart wrenching moment. You could have had that really good heart wrenching moment like you had in Blazer Drive, what, Volume 4 or whatever, where yeah, like Volume 4 where where Gen's wife dies. You know, you could have had, yeah, where I mean, where they could have had that moment, they could have had that drive, they could have had that good heart wrench, that good emotional part where it makes you almost cry, But no, they wasted it. They wasted this whole sister plot too, where she's just all her moments like, I don't believe you, Kaine, and it jumps in front of the fucking blade herself to protect a douchebag. You know?
Don't get me wrong. Kaine's still my spirit animal. I still have a very deep 13-year-old me still has a deep connection with him. But maybe I didn't have that big of a this when I got to it the first time, but now being who I am, reading this the second time, I was severely let down by this. I was like, Kaine's still a great character.
Like, you could have made this story, his backstory, a lot better. Hell, we're not even professional mangaka. We already came up with a better way to do it.
But they always say that it's easier to look at something and criticize it than it is to make it.
Than to actually make it. That is true. Then it cuts back.
Maybe he was wrong. Okay, I don't know. I don't know the politics behind it.
And then we see Kaine kind of like holding his head in the pod, and he's all upset.
He's closed now. He has closed now.
Yeah, he is closed now. And we hear somebody saying like, "Why are you crying? Get over here. Let's play something." And we see, and then we see like him kind of like rubbing his tears away, and we see it's Daichi coming right up at Kaine. And Daichi's got Tamamayu on. And yeah.
Still talking about the flashback.
Yeah.
In the flashback, you see, well, I mean, like it's, I guess it's a flashback.
Yeah.
This character walk up to him and say, like, let's go play together and everything. You see, like, a top-down view. It's obviously
Daichi. Yeah.
Daichi's talking to him and everything. And then he wakes up and, like, he's out of the flashback, back in the real world, and Daichi's standing right in front of him.
Daichi. Yeah. And all of a sudden now, yeah, and that, yeah. How are the connection? It's about bloodlines. Just like Star Wars now. It's about bloodlines. Anyways, and then we just get a short little side thing about Seishi Kishimoto, which we don't really need to cover that too much.
He just has his own little cartoon thing. I'm just saying, if this is him, I gotta say he looks a lot like that other guy, the Repulsion guy.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Kagekyo a little bit.
Kagekyu. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. But yeah, that ends volume 7 of Blazer Drive. Yeah. So boys, what'd you think of volume 7?
I enjoyed it. Overall, as a whole, I did enjoy it. Yes, definitely not the strongest volume, but did have a lot of backstory covered. Have a better idea. Still don't know like the old man with the lightning.
Mysticker.
Still don't know like his whole entire deal.
Which I don't think we really ever will.
Yeah, but we got
Because he's dead.
we got Suma's backstory. How he why he is Kaine's backstory, and a lot of important that probably could have, but I still think it was decent overall.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Like, but there were some parts where like you could have done this a little better. Like with Kaine's backstory, they could have done it a lot better. And Kishimoto kind of missed on that one. It was a swing and a miss, I feel, on Kaine's backstory. Still good, but a swing and a miss at the same time. And I feel that this could have been done better, and I feel like Blazer Drive as a whole, I feel like it's kind of like this manga is kind of just, it feels like supplementary material for the game, and it's like, and there's times where it's like you have to replay the video game, and it kind of annoys me a little bit, where it's like I can enjoy this on its own, but then there's just a lot of stuff that just doesn't make sense, you know, because like just Shiro is just the enigma of the game. You know what I mean? And he's just here, kind of just thrown in here because game.
Introduces like, hey, he's kind of theories, and then he comes back a second time. It's like, hey, remember this guy? Go through the video game, and then yeah, he kind of falls off. Never seen.
Yeah, and it's like, come on. It's like instead of making us play the game, you know what I mean, and trying to get the whole story from two different mediums, just do one medium. You know, you know,
I think it would have been a lot better if it was written so that Tom could still like new characters alongside.
Daiji. Yeah, it would have been better if they were more involved in the manga than they are in the game. In the game, but like that this manga was just a straight up adaptation of the game. You know, that would have been better, to be honest. But it's still fun while for what it is. I think.
I think it does still hold its own. Like I said, has some of its issues, but a lot of the characters are still relatable. Still, yeah, there's some story beats that are a little.
Messed up a bit. Yeah, wonky at times at best. But but yeah. Anything else about Blazer Drive Volume 7? The crickets have spoken.
Crickets have spoken.
I hear them too. It's like I heard that one. The crickets have spoken. And I believe next week I'm thinking of doing I wanted to record yesterday and Sunday so I could get Dice's first official pick episode out of the way. You know? So here's what I'm gonna do. Next week we're gonna read both Instant Bullet and Tegami Bachi. Not at the same time, but I mean, we're gonna read them.
Do a two-shot episode.
Yeah, and then the week after that, it'll be our 10 subscriber special on top of Berserk as well. With we're gonna read Akira Toriyama's Sandland, 1 volume manga Sandland, and yep, better do it. Gotta do it. Yeah, on Instant. I've been reading it. I've been reading it. I read the first volume already. It's Dice. You picked one of the most obscure manga to find when I was looking. When I tried to find stuff for it in Japanese. You picked one of the most obscure manga that's out there. Like it took me a while to find like Japanese raws of it because I do use those for thumbnails and stuff. And for me to actually access it in Japanese as well to read it. And you picked one of the most obscure ones on the planet. I was lucky I found all 5 volumes. But damn.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna popularity and just all 10 of our viewers to just go out and buy all of it.
Yeah. Well, I think you can only buy it on eBay. Now, I don't even think it's available digital. Yeah. I don't think it's I think it's not even available digital on Bookwalker. JP, actually, hold on. I want to see this before we go. But I do know the creator Akasaka Aka is very popular right now. A very popular mangaka right now. And I had heard of Akasaka Aga's more recent series. You know, I've heard of that one, but
I'm happy they're popular. I just wish they would have continued the original manga before starting the movie. Because once you see the finale, you will learn that the ending is extremely rough.
oh, for Instant Bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see they probably got canceled. You know what I mean? Okay, it is available digitally on Bookwalker. It is available digitally. All 5 volumes too. It's not like Blazer Drive where it's only one volume. You know? It's not so obscure, but it's still pretty obscure enough for us. Yeah, it's perfect. All right. I'll be leaving links down in the description of where you can purchase and buy and read and so forth the manga that we all read on here. All right, I am Kyle the Otaku Husband. This has been Manga Talk. We'll see you next time. Bye. See you. All right.